It's the Daily Comedy News with your host, Mark Pires. Join us for breaking headlines and all kinds of comedy shenanigans. Brought to you by The Beat Seat.
Welcome, my friends, to the longest-running daily variety show, the MarkinsPires Show, day 1948 in a row. Every day. We do it daily, people. Join us. We got lots going on in the news today. I don't know what's going on. I haven't even looked. But we're going to pop it on the screen and take a look together. We scroll the news here. I don't know if you've been here for a news show yet, but we don't read any politics. If I see it, I scroll right by. We do a lot of scrolling. Because of politics, it's everywhere. But we try to rise above and see if we can laugh about some stuff. Can't laugh about politics because then you're going to piss off half the people in the country. So I'm just not talking politics at all. And all we do is find funny things in the news. And we laugh for a little while. We do this for about an hour, you know? So stick around. I don't think I can do an hour today because I came on so late. It's 10:30 right now, guys. What are we doing? I'm a realtor. I got to get back out there. Trying to sell some real estate. If you do need any assistance on the buy or sell side, anywhere in the United States, I can help you. Just make sure you DM me. And yeah, whenever you think about real estate, just think about Mark Pires, think about MarkinsPires, send me a message. I'm there, I'm ready to help. Let me pull this up on the screen. We have a Yahoo News. I like to go to Yahoo because it's a bunch of crap. And then when we just read, we find crap. Like the $2 bill story was classic. I mean, some lady who's a banker is so lazy, she's complaining about $2 bills and getting them. And it's a great news story, you know? They're all on the YouTube channel. All you have to do is subscribe and turn on all notifications, fam. Like I said, we're here every morning at 9 a.m. and again at night. Can I freaking get this thing off here? I'm trying to see if I could. There we go. If I get myself set up here, usually I like to do this before the show, but Joanne's just a wheezer. She hasn't been helping at all lately. Anyway, here we go with the news of the day. Pro-Palestinian protesters arrested at Columbia. Violent clashes at UCLA. Is that considered political? Yeah, I guess, right? But it's not American political. It's pro-Palestinian. That's across the water, you know? And I know we're like all in, you know what I mean? But yeah, let's just stay away. LeBron and the Lakers must face it. They need to part ways. He's freaking 72. What are we doing? You know, I need to get 30,000 points. All right, dude, you do it. How many points does he have now? Maybe it's more. I don't even know. James owns a $51.42 million option to play for the Lakers next season. Guys, $51 million to go there and just kind of send it. You know what I mean? Anyway, so let's see what we got. Los Angeles Lakers are not good enough. And LeBron James will turn 40 years old. Oh, I thought he was 96. Or something like that. Anyway, 40 years old in December. Remind yourself of both when you consider whether the futures will be intertwined in June. Or whenever considering whether the futures should be intertwined. Those two different things. The Lakers, it seems, have made up their minds, according to the Athletics, who but tossed dirt on Darvin Ham's tenure as the head coach. They want James back badly, so they can lose again. Guys, he's 97, I think now. He just turned 97. Zabrowski, woohoo. Woohoo! You did it, buddy. Good one. So he has a maximum 3-year, $164 million extension. Where the freaking hell did they get all this money? You know what I mean? It's like, I was talking about this. They were just every star has like a $50 million deal. Like, where is this money created? Like, I don't get it. That's why they charge a fortune for you to go see a game, because they have to pay James $51 million next year to go there and just kind of be like, I don't really want to be here, but I'm getting 51 mil, you know? Oh, good. Yeah, listen, I'll tell you what happens. If his son goes into the draft, he may play this as like a good way to get his son into the NBA, because he may say to himself, you know what, I'm just going to hang out for a little bit and see what happens. Because if my son enters the draft and someone's crazy enough to draft him, I'm going to that team. I said I want to play with my son once, at least once, before I retire. I would do that and see if you can get something, you know? So guys, you know I'm building the Mandolin, and yesterday I showed you a tailpiece I made out of all walnut, and after I finished up the show, I realized it kind of looked magoo. Like, it's just too big, you know? And I thought to myself, I think I need to build something else. So I downstairs, I'm about to go to sleep. And then I'm like, you know what? I think I got to do something better than that just because it's too magooish. And then I made this, which is kind of really unique because I put 3 pieces of wood together. Instead of having a single wood piece of walnut, it's got the burl wood, 2 pieces of walnut in the middle, and then the burl wood in the middle here. And this will be the back piece, which will settle on the back of the mandolin, which, just so you can get a feel. So, and this is going to look pretty freaking cool when it's done, I have to say, even though I've never built a mandolin before. This is the coloring. Look at that. Walnut is insane. And I cut this walnut, by the way. And then this will go right here. So I think that's that suits much better than the one I showed you yesterday. Of course, it's a pain in the butt that it's taken me this long to do this. But once this is done, I think that's going to play very nicely, you know? I think it's about right there, yeah. So I'm going to pop that on, you know, and it'll look like this. It kind of matches the rest of the back, right? And you got this with the burl wood. I can't wait. And then, of course, in the middle here, this is going to be on. And then this is our other piece of burl wood that I just crafted into a bridge saddle, whatever the hell this thing is called. But now we have it all. I just have to finish putting it together and we'll be playing it later, I hope. Now the problem is, I'm a bit of a bonehead again. When I put this together with the 3 pieces of wood, I was like nervous because I never did this. So I slapped it together and then I'm clamping it and it's like falling apart. So I was like, I'll shoot it with a few nails. And then I realized I got to put holes in this thing. There have to be holes in this little piece right here. So what I may have to do, maybe I'll reinforce it with one more piece on the back. You know what I mean? With just like, I'll see if I have more burl wood and I'll just kind of wrap the back with a slight piece here. So now it's got a little bit more heft to it when I start drilling through, because I have to drill through, put holes in this puppy. You need 8 holes, 8 little holes here for freaking mandolin strings. Pretty sure this thing's gonna snap and then I'm gonna have to rebuild a whole new one. But I just wanted to show it to you before I do, because that's a pretty cool piece of craftsmanship right there, to put together a tail piece out of 3 pieces of wood on the fly. I've never done this in my life. I'm just like, what the hell? I have a channel called Mark Has Wood on YouTube if you want to subscribe, and you'll see all these crazy, zany, insane things I do. Again, we're just building amps and guitars, mandolins, and I'm the inventor and patent holder of the only drum in the world for guitar players. That is the one thing I do have the right to do because I own the patent on the drum. But the other stuff, I'm just crazy. I'm just crazy. I'm doing all this stuff. I'm like, we're building an instrument. So LeBron James, what do you guys think about him? King James, he goes by. He's good. He's a good player. He's no goat, you know? He runs through the lane like a goat. Bang! Goes just get out of the way of the goat. He's coming through with the head down, you know? But if you want to be considered the greatest of all time, LeBron, you got to learn how to float. You know, you have to learn how to glide. You got to learn to look like poetry in motion. You don't. You look like a goat running through the middle of the lane. Head down. Crushing people with your noggin. Oh, goodness. Disneyland is politely trying to crack down on an annoying trend, and it's about time. It's the people with the stupid cameras, you know. You got a phone now. You're still coming with the camera. You got the big dumb, hunky camera. Yeah, look at you. Go take a shot in front of Mickey. Mickey's retired. You got to go to Dickie. Dickie's kind of a his, him, her thing. Like, we don't really know what Dickie is. Disney's all over it. They're giving you Dickie now. You can't assume gender with Dickie. You just have to ask. You know, how should I? It's however Dickie's feeling that day. You know, sometimes Dickie's feeling like a girl. You know, sometimes Dickie's feeling like a freaking zebra, and you got to go with it. What do zebras do? They have stripes, right? I didn't see stripes on Dickie, but you got to affirm, guys. You must affirm 2024 style. If you don't, you know, canceled. Anyway, Lakers offseason primer. LeBron James, he's there again. Guys, he's all over the news today. Too bad he wasn't all over the competition. You know? You're good, but just not good enough, buddy. I mean, like, you get to the playoffs and then you're just kind of like, I don't really feel like being here. I want to go to another team where there's other A-list players for me to jump in with, and we could win a championship together. Where's Durant at these days? Steph Curry, can we do a Golden State? I'm here anyway. You know, like, I'll just go from LA to Golden State, and then, like, we'll win a championship, and it'll be because of me, because I'm the greatest. You know, at going places that other people are awesome, and then together we do it. But when you're on your own and you got to take some other good players, very good players, but just not, you know, Durant style. I gotta go. Anybody else? Any options out there? LeBron. Guys, if you haven't seen Worst Coach Ever, it's the funniest movie ever created. I do want to create like a shortened, tightened up, maybe like 50-minute version of Worst Coach Ever. Because there's so much. I left it all because it's a live improv movie. So like everything is in there. I left it all. Every single thing, every joke, every single, you know, moment I trailed off and said other crazy things. I could have cut it all down, taken out a lot of stuff, and just made it super tight, 45 to 50 minutes, dead. I mean, you'll die. Glenn Raymond, how are you, my brother? Modoc Roughstock. Chris Donaldson is here. Helen Gale Townsend. Modoc our Roughstock. S. Coop. And J.E. I'm seeing over here on the talk. We got Miss Crizzy. And Dennis Conkellan. Good to see you, my friend. Mark, are you able to make a beat seat that can be bolted to the ground? My girlfriend works at a house for disabled adults, and it would be a good idea, but it would get thrown around. Oh my goodness, that's interesting. Well, to your point, yes. I mean, all I'd have to do is, or all someone would have to do, is take the feet out that I put in, which have screws in it already, just kind of follow those holes and just bolt in the opposite direction right into the ground. And you could put like 10 in the ground somewhere so people can't move them. They just sit on them and play them. That's actually a really awesome idea, J.E. So like you go to a place and they say, look, I know you have the concern of people falling. Why don't we just secure them? I could even secure them to a large board. You know what I mean? So it's like, I mean, that would be tougher. It's better to just do it right into, if you have, you know, either a hardwood floor or something that you could secure it to. I don't know how it would work. It would need some sort of base, I imagine, to put the screws into. But that's a great idea, so you wouldn't have anybody falling. Good thing I would tell you about the beat seat is we have widened the beat seat since I originally invented it, and the design and utility is exactly the same. Nothing's changed. It's just a little bit wider in the front, which allows me to have more sound, more bass, which is amazing. But it's also more like stable for anybody sitting on it, because we've had special needs children who have an issue sitting on anything, and they have like these contraptions. The contraption goes right around the beat seat. It's like made for the beat seat, even though I didn't know it existed. Just like I didn't know that there was something called sensory drums and you know, a sensory therapy drum, and then I just happened to invent one without knowing that, you know. So anyway, I like that idea a lot though, J.E. I think I'm gonna work on that. We got Glenn Raymond in the house, my brother. We're gonna have Glenn on one day and just talk comedy and how it's just completely been destroyed by the insane people in this world. You say something funny, and if they're offended, they want you canceled instead of using their stupid thumb or finger to scroll. I'd prefer idiots like that to use their thumb. Use your thumb, you know? I'm a finger guy. You know what I mean? I'll finger you like that, you know? But I'm not gonna thumb you, you know? I want these a-holes to be thumbing. If you're going to be one of those people, you know, trying to have an opinion on comedy when you aren't a comedian, don't even understand what's funny, and you're offended by everything, use your stupid thumb. All right, you're thumbing it. All right? We've categorized you as a thumber. Ex-heavyweight champion. This is sad news, guys. And this just goes to show you success, money, everything, it means nothing. The things that are most important in your life are your family and this breath that you get to have on a daily basis. Everything else, it's just material, and it means absolutely nothing. And when you think about something like ex-UFC heavyweight champion Francis Ngannou announced his death of his 15-month-old son, Kobe. I mean, I don't know what happened here, but this is insane. That this guy who's on top of the world, right? He signed all these contracts. He's worth all this money. He never had any money. Now he's worth all this money. He's living in a great house. He's got a family. He's going. He's got a kid, and it dies at 15 months old. And it's like, can I give you another check to make you feel better? No. Another win? to propel you to the top of the mountain? No. Every day for the rest of his life, he has this piece of him missing. And that's the thing that I think we fail to recognize when we're reaching for these insane goals, for these, for these promotions. We're reaching for something that's we think is important. And once you get there, you realize it's not. Nothing's changed. You still have that same thirst, and it's not going to be quenched. The only thing that does is being with the things and the people that draw you closer to God, draw you closer to this moment here. When you're with someone, you're in the moment, you're with God. It doesn't matter if it's a family member or not. But when you're with your family members and beautiful things are happening, there's something special there. It's really, really special. And losing that when you're on top of the world, I feel for this guy. I'm so sorry, buddy. There's nothing you could say to a guy like this, 15-month-old baby, Anyway, back to the comedy news. We can't make comedy out of that. That's just the worst thing to come up on the news today. Dwayne Johnson blasted for alleged unprofessionalism. We're not calling him The Rock anymore? Are we over calling him The Rock? I thought we were still calling him The Rock. Yeah. Yeah. Glenn said, not destroyed, only you can cancel you. Comedy is better than ever because don't give the a-holes energy and say what you want. Yeah, that's what I think I've done for 5+ years, and it's gotten me in trouble, unfortunately. But I've just tried to shift a little bit, so I'm not really talking about. And actually, this was at the end of the day, this was actually Glenn's suggestion to me, was to stay away from all the noise, and just do what I do best, which is just try to be here in the moment with you guys, write some music, have some laughs, make some comedy out of silly green screen backgrounds, and try to be what this show is, which is a breakaway from all of that. And, it always brings me back to the motto of the show, which is to effect a positive change one person at a time. I can't effect a positive change one person at a time and on the globe if I'm reaching into a group and breaking them apart or saying, hey, this is pointing from one perspective. This has got to be something look, my comedy is obviously one perspective. I'm making jokes about things, but they're not political jokes sometimes, but try not to, you know what I mean? We're trying to just keep it real clean here. What else do we have? Elon Musk publicly dumped California. We did this one yesterday, guys. Space laser transmission strikes Earth from 140 million miles away. What the freaking heck? We have to read this one, guys. Space lasers. I'm all over it. Look, another image created by NASA. The Earth just received a laser transmission from a world record-breaking 140 million miles away, which could have major implications for the future of space travel. This redefined a long-distance call. Earth just received a laser transmission. Well, where the freaking hell did it come from? 140 million miles away? Oh, we just got one. It's great because now we're figuring out, space travel. Well, who sent it? Can we get to that? Gosh almighty. However, the correspondence wasn't extraterrestrial in origin. It's actually sent by NASA's Psyche spacecraft. Psych, we went to the moon. Psych, we are really doing the things we say. Psych, it's currently located about 1.5 million times the distance between Earth and the sun. And guys, space laser, we can't do that to Maui, but we can send it from 1.5 million miles away, and it can make impact to the Earth, This represents a significant milestone for the project by showing how optical communications can interfere with the spacecraft's radio frequency comms. Look, that's what Mira Svensson said at the project's operation lead at NASA. Jet Propulsion Laboratory in Southern California. The major breakthrough has achieved what has been achieved by using Psyche feature called Deep Space Optical Communications, or DOSOC. DSAC. I don't know how you say it. The droid's several tasks per space.com. Its main directive is exploring 16 Psyche, the asteroid from which it takes its name. So they made an asteroid, or they called an asteroid Psyche. Is Sean Spencer going to be there? Gus. We got to get Gus for that mission. You know, if you're going to go to the Psych asteroid and you don't bring Sean Spencer and Gus, it's just not a real mission. It's a fake mission. It's a NASA mission. Psych! The achievement was particularly significant as, along with sending the laser message a record-breaking distance, NASA managed to transmit actual data gathered from the spacecraft. We downlinked about 10 minutes of duplicated spacecraft data, explained Schmemensteven. Until then, we'd been sending test and diagnostic data in our own downlinks from Psych. Yeah. To wit, in November last year, Psych sent back to Earth from 10 million miles away. What? But it was preloaded test data and not any real info. You know, so we just like popped it out there. It was 10 million miles, now we're at 1.5 million. So wait a second, it went 8.5 million in a year? How is this, anybody believe any of this stuff? There's no propulsion in space. Oh, we went 8.5 million miles in 1 year. From 1.5, we went down 7 point. Where the hell are we? Does anybody get it? That's what they sent out there, guys. Aluminum foil into the vacuum of space. Cardboard. That's cardboard. I made this for like, when I was doing my mobile in 4th grade. I was like, yeah, maybe I'll just make a lunar module, an asteroid, the Psych asteroid collection system. It's cardboard. Despite the comparatively syrupy, nonetheless eclipsed the project's goal of providing at least 1 megabyte per second was possible at that distance. 1 megabyte per second is like what we had worse than that for many, many years. We'd sit there, remember the dial-up? Finally, a page is like loading. I'm going to make some cereal. I come back. I'm halfway through the bowl of cereal. It's like 3/4 of the way through the page. You're almost there, guys. You're almost there. You used a picture. You shouldn't have used a picture on the main page of your website, Windows 95. Horsehead Nebula, you guys know, all made up. They just do it with CGI. No peels, no fillers. Salma Hayek's go-to ingredients for ageless skin in this $10 cream. Ageless? Did you see over here? Just saying, joke. Just, you know, you gotta love Selma. Florida locals infuriated as spring breakers caught dumping overfilled trash cans into the ocean. These motherfuckers, you know what I mean? Like, we're trying to keep the ocean clean. Did you hear about Operation Ocean Clean 2024? Spearheaded by Joanne the Weezer. Joanne, could you please? Oh my goodness. Sometimes Joanne drops a little tutor out of the hiney butt, and you just got to go with it. Oh, Joanne, what did you eat today? You know, they had to pick the lady with tattoos up and down her entire body for the picture. And this guy, that's not a shirt. That's all tattooed body right there. Illegal dump. Let's see it.
What's happening?
It's an illegal dump.
When your internet isn't 100% fiber,
This guy wants to know.
and you realize
Gosh. Guys, nobody knows. Look at those bastards. Someone arrest those Yeah, dude. You freaking threw all our trash out here. Scumbags. Oh, I just want to see one of those guys bang their freaking hog at the top there. You know what I mean? Not as like a mean way, but like when you throw trash into my ocean, your ocean too, into our oceans, you should get banged in the head with the yacht. People trying to speed there. Oh, that guy was banged his knob. That's Matt Rife all the way on the right of the sea. He's about to make a regrettable decision. Guys, let's throw all the garbage out. Nobody would know. They're in Lagoon. They got a freaking drone following them around. Throwing trash off the back. Drone off the side of the boat. This guy's banging the water. He's banging the air. Look at this chooch. That's Matt Rife, I'm telling you. Look. Matt Rife banging the air. And here he's like, you know what? I got an idea, guys. Let's just toss all of the cans. Here we go. Look, Rife is like, should we do this? That's Rife right there with the shirt off. Guys, he's going to jail. That's the next comedy special. It's from Folsom Prison. Matt Rife from Folsom. I want to see him catch the spitballs. Matt Rife, look at him. He's the one who did all the work. You may think you're funny. That's not funny, sir. Not funny. Florida Fish and Wildlife Conservation Commission is working with Boca Police to investigate the incident. I could tell you who it was right off the bat. Matt Rife, you know. I'm a famous comedian now. I'm going to go on a speedboat and throw freaking garbage off the back. Let's talk about that at your next special. Excuse me, ma'am, have you been in Boca? Just don't worry about the cut on your left leg from swimming in the water there. That was just my Coors Light. Yeah, I drink Coors Light still. You know, I'm still like that guy. If you got a couple beers, I'm picking a Coors Light. Matt Rife. You know, do we have any more garbage to throw off the back of this rented yacht? I would rent anything now. You know, I'm a famous comedian. Trash man. Why isn't anybody saying Matt Rife's the guy? Like Rodrigo Sensing, the Deerfield Beach resident, an avid boater who frequents the same waters, got a cut. There are a lot of good kids out there, but it doesn't seem like they're one of them. Rife. You should have gotten a Rife machine, been involved with that. It really just infuriates you when you see someone trash the ocean like that. You know, somebody else in the boat tried to stop them. Everybody was just celebrating, you know. They're like, yeah, throw more out. We don't want to do a Seinfeld and take all those cans back for the deposit and see if we can make out in the red or the green, in the black, in the red. Which one is it again, guys? I don't really care, you know. You get 5 cents. In Connecticut, they've upped it to 10. I got a big bag full of cans down there. I'm going back there for my deposits. So anyway, Matt Rife, looks like he threw all the garbage into the ocean. Good old Rife, you know. Jerry Seinfeld and Kramer, we just talked about this, guys. Michael Richards have rare reunion 26 years after Seinfeld finale. Jerry, oh, Kramer, what's the deal? What's the deal with Kramer? Oh, hi, Jerry. You know, Jerry, oh. Right? You get there and everybody, I'm dying, Jerry! All of a sudden, freaking Costanza. They didn't bring that up in this report here. Hold on. They talked about the Seinfeld finale, and out of nowhere, Jason Alexander comes walking in. I'm dying, Jerry! And he's going there. Jason Richards. What was that? He had a company. He was like, he's like on the phone. He had to say a specific company. It was something with like, he said he worked for like a woman's garment company. If you guys remember this. And he came up with a name. I mean, that's classic stuff. Seinfeld is one of the best shows ever for sure. Oh goodness. Seinfeld and Michael Richards went through his own problems years ago. If you guys may have seen that one. Anyway, and of course, Seinfeld's making news by talking about what I just said about comedy being, you know, basically canceled by people who are out of their minds, you know, and they're just like, that's not funny because it offends me. And it's like, be offended and scroll with your thumb. Remember, you're a thumb scroller. Anyway, I think we got all the news we're going to get. Guys, I do have something very exciting that I think you need to know about. I downloaded You'll Never Come Back Down. and it's freaking fire. I just have to throw it through the system. And let me just see how many minutes we've been on the air here. You'll never come back down. It's a freaking funk tune, but it's one of the craziest funk songs ever. Pretty sure we're about to break the internet. We should, because it's such a fire song. But the problem is, you guys don't share. You know, I'm talking to you guys on freaking TikTok. You got to go and share this song. It's fire. You know, maybe it's not fire, Mark. Well, why don't you wait a second and I'll show it to you. I'll actually just play you the audio. How about that? We're going to open up Adobe Audition right now. And I'm going to pull it in because we need to actually EQ the mofo out of this. And we're going to do it together live. That's actually something we haven't done before. I think maybe once. I'm going to open up the track. We're going to listen to it. And you're going to hear it and listen to the edit process. We're not going to listen to much because I just need to get the audio crispy. Crispy and clean. Crispy and clean. Crispy cream. I like that better. All right, we're going to push play here.
So sidetracked by the day-to-day. You'll never come back down. You top of the clouds, yeah. You never come back down. You never come back down. You keep wondering if it's gonna get better, but every day seems like the same drain. But you got to keep soldiering on. Yeah, you can make it through anything. You say if tendency, yeah. You never come back down till you're down, grounded, yeah. You can't be found, no. You're off the grid. I've got to get rid of those negative tendencies, yeah, that they given you when you tune into the negative. You never come back down. Oh, you never come back down. No. You say jump, I say how high, yeah. I jump and touch the sky, yeah. Nobody ever come back down.
No freaking audio? Unbelievable. How long has there been no audio is the question. Actually, probably just since I shut the music back off. So anyway. Guys, I will be releasing that for you today. I'm not sure if I'm putting it out today, but we're watching the whole thing tonight for sure, like it's happening. And I wanted to quickly change, get the video ready so you could see what it looks like, but it's taking forever for this to take place. I don't know what's going on here. Everything's slow today. But I have to get to the real estate world. I have to go and sell some real estate. It's 11:09. I hope that you guys will join me when I hit the air again later. I got to get on earlier, guys. I got to get on earlier. My hope is to get on much earlier. Keep you posted on that. Some days, though, if it's too late, I should probably just sleep. I need rest. My wife was scaring me. She's like, if you get less than 6 hours of sleep 10 days in a row, you get plaque in your brain, all this stuff. And I'm like, are you kidding me? Is the audio working? It says it's working here, but I don't know. Maybe it's not. Is it working? Yeah, it's working. All right. Sometimes you get the show to work, and then other times you don't. I don't know why the audio is so low today. Maybe this is the wrong setting. I don't think so. It should be right there. All right, we're good. So I will. Do you guys have sound? I hope you have sound, because I have sound. And if you don't have sound and I have sound, that's crazy. So remember, guys, later we're back for more. If you can, leave a comment and share. Hit the like button before you leave. And we will be watching that song later, Never Come Back Down. Woof. I'm downloading it now. There we go. Yes, I'm shark as attack, that much sleep. I just need to get back on the 6 hour plus or 7 hour plan. I've been on that for like years, guys. Like every day for years. 5+ years. I do like 4 hours of sleep. 3 to 5 hours of sleep, depending on it. So comments are off on some videos. Unbelievable. I don't know why. I'll have to figure that out. S-Coop, do you know which ones? Is it live videos? Like, is it off on here? Let me just see if while we're live, if I can adjust that. I think that sometimes it sets that way. Like I saw that on MarkinsPires TV channel. Comments on. Oh, yeah, there we go. Comments off. What the freaking hell? All right, that's been saved. Hopefully that is adjusted. Don't know why the hell that happened. Last night's too. I gotta go back. Thank you, S-Coop, for letting me know. That's unbelievable. You know what I mean? Like, you're in here, you're doing it. I also didn't, I think last night too, I didn't really, I threw together the whole thing, like, super quick. I gotta go to my account, by the way, the MarkinsPires TV channel. But I have to go back and adjust that. I'll do that. Thank you so much, S-Coop, for letting me know. Hope to see you guys later. I will be back. Until then, let me see who's here if I can. I see Helen Gale Townsend. I see who else is with me. You got to go away. Chris Donaldson, Helen Gale Townsend, S-Coop. And if there's anybody else lurking, you got to go away. New Chinese illegal border crossings. What was that? That's great to hear. Crossing spiked 7,000%. Nothing to worry about here, though, right, guys? Have a good day. Please think about me for real estate. You got to go away. Man, let's see if it works. I don't want to have to do this again. I will if I have. Joanne, stop the wheel. You got to go.